of basically making stars live forever, or maybe not forever, but a very, very long time, by scooping material off the surface and sort of reducing the gravitational pressure. And that lets the star essentially live for longer when you do this. So like, how could we, I said the Earth will become uninhabitable in 1 billion years, but it doesn't have to be. We can actually engineer the sun to not do that. Amazing. So we're developing this idea.
Is that something that you would like pitch to Elon Musk?
Yeah, I don't know. It seems a little bit difficult to imagine it happening in the near future, but we have 1 billion years to play with, so I can imagine this being something which could be doable. So we're really thinking about, if someone else was doing this, could we, again, see it? Could we notice them star lifting their star and detecting it from afar?
Super fascinating. I mean, I just am already thinking about the controversies around geoengineering when you add solar engineering, stellar engineering. Yeah, wow.
Helioengineering, yeah. So, I mean, that's an example, but I'd say the most of our scientific work is on looking for exoplanets, exomoons.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious, though, with regard to the stellar lifting.
Yeah, star lifting.
Star lifting. Your contribution that you and your graduate student are working on is developing a technosignature so you could detect whether another civilization is doing this, or you're just interested in the engineering of this process, how it might work?
Yeah, so we've done 2 projects on it. The first one's already been published, and the second one's in the works. The star lifting idea already existed in science fiction and literature before, I think, but it hadn't really been fleshed out. So the first paper, we actually took real astrophysical models of a star, and we did the activity of removing material from its surface and really calculated how that would affect the actual evolution of the star in terms of the detailed physics, what happens inside that thing. So it wasn't just a speculation of, well, maybe the star will last longer if this happens. We actually, really ran the simulation to see what would happen if you did this. And we were able to calculate the ultimate lifetimes of these stars at different rates of removing material from the star. So one of our favorite calculations there was to remove material at just the right rate that you keep the sun the same luminosity. So the sun will grow more luminous over time as it ages, but if you remove material at just the right rate, you can basically keep it as a perfect light bulb, so it doesn't change, which is ideal for us. And the rate was about 1 Vesta asteroid per year of material. So it's not even that much you have to remove from the surface. 1 large asteroid worth of material off the surface of the sun. And
now it's seeming easy.
Yeah, and you can actually do it with lasers as well. You don't even have to actually physically scoop material off the surface. You can just excite the sun's already losing mass anyway through these coronal mass ejections. So you could basically excite one part of the sun, maybe the north and south pole, and it can just eject material itself. You just need to give it a little kick to do it with lasers. So that was our first paper. And the second one, we've been really investigating the technosignature aspect. Like, if another civilization was doing this, how could we detect it? How could we distinguish it from just a natural star? Are there any ways that it could trick us? So we think we have a pretty clear signature, but we've not published that work yet, and that's still in the works. But that's a typical way science works is that there's an initial idea or discussion of something, maybe in science fiction or in the literature. Somebody needs to come along and like really flesh it out and figure out, is this sensible or not? And then once you've fleshed it out, maybe if it still survives, you do the next calculation, which is, okay, what do we look for then? And then once you've done that, maybe the next step is you actually do a search. So that might be a paper 3 in this sequence. So typically you take it in baby steps. You don't rush right to the end if you don't know if it's even sensible to ask the question in the first place.